This reservation is invalid. Get out. How dare you?
What is going on here?
Sir, she doesn't belong here.
You're fired!
The restaurant was packed that evening. Soft music played in the background, servers moved quickly between tables, and the lobby buzzed with wealthy guests waiting for their reservations. It was one of the most exclusive restaurants in the city, a place where people waited weeks just to get a table. Right at the front desk stood the head hostess, known for being strict about the rules. She checked reservations carefully and made it clear that not everyone was welcome. That's when the doors opened and a woman walked in. She was dressed elegantly in a dark green dress, calm and confident. She walked up to the desk with a polite smile. "Good evening," she said. "I have a reservation for tonight." The hostess glanced at her, then slowly typed into the computer. A few seconds passed. Her expression suddenly changed. "I don't see your name here," the hostess said coldly. The woman stayed calm. "It should be under Carter, 7:30 reservation." The hostess leaned back and crossed her arms. Instead of checking again, she looked the woman up and down with clear judgment. "Listen," she said quietly but sharply. "This restaurant is very exclusive. Reservations here aren't easy to get." A few people nearby started paying attention. "I understand," the woman replied politely, "but I do have a reservation." The hostess sighed dramatically, then reached under the desk and pulled out a printed list of reservations. She scanned it for a moment. Then suddenly she ripped the paper in half. The sound of tearing paper echoed through the quiet lobby. "There," she said with a smirk. "Now there definitely isn't a reservation." Several guests gasped. One man even whispered, "Did she really just do that?" But the woman in the green dress didn't raise her voice. She simply looked at the hostess for a moment, then calmly pulled out her phone. She typed a short message and put the phone back in her purse. The hostess rolled her eyes. "You can text whoever you want," she said loudly. "It won't change anything." About 30 seconds later, the front doors suddenly opened again. The restaurant's general manager rushed inside looking unusually nervous. Right behind him were two corporate executives who rarely visited the location. They walked straight toward the woman at the desk. The manager stopped in front of her and immediately lowered his voice with respect. "Ma'am, we are extremely sorry for what just happened." The entire lobby went silent. The hostess looked confused. "Wait, what's going on?" One of the executives turned toward her slowly. "Do you realize who you just spoke to like that?" She shook her head. The executive pointed toward the woman in the green dress. "She's the new owner of this entire restaurant group." The hostess froze. Color drained from her face as she looked back at the woman she had just humiliated. The owner spoke calmly. "I came tonight without announcing myself," she said. "I wanted to see how guests are treated when no one thinks the boss is watching." The manager looked embarrassed. The hostess stuttered. "I didn't know." The owner shook her head slightly. "That's the point. Respect shouldn't depend on who someone is." She then turned to the manager. Effective immediately, she no longer works here. The lobby fell into stunned silence as security approached the desk. The former hostess stood there speechless while the guests watched everything unfold. The owner then looked around the room and spoke clearly. "This restaurant will treat every guest with dignity. If it can't do that, it doesn't deserve to exist." And just like that, in less than a minute, the woman who thought she controlled the front door had just watched her career walk out of it.